whole transformation unfolded, and they had tried to do something 5 years before we got involved, and it really failed on them. And when we did the transformation enterprise-wide, they recognized Judith's wisdom was happening, and then they did a webinar to share their story, and Judith had the time to join us and kind of bring a little bit of focus. And this was before before the new book came out. So timing was really, really good, and so much continues to happen. It's profound, Judith.
Work with Siemens Medical and other major corporations have enabled me to kind of connect sort of around the world with a lot of interesting communities. And that's where I think we'll be able to take some advantage of that network into what you're doing with the whole communication piece. It's the fundamental piece missing for all.
A while ago, you said to me, boy, wouldn't it be great if we could get people from the Creating Me Institute together so we could all learn together.
Wonderful hearing how everyone is leveraging and willing to share and learn from each other. The community of communities is originating very much around Judith's wisdom, and we could all sense it. If I look at the wisdom that Judith presents in the context of business impact is perhaps a way to summarize that.
If we were to take the practice of what we're looking at, it's relationship before task. And when you're going in, the client has to realize that you're really genuinely concerned and caring about them, and you're going to have open up with candor to them as a result. So the key element is not selling the business proposition, it's selling the relationship. And therefore, the business relationship will then come as a result.
I would also think that among the things that we are trying to figure for most of our clients is the transition between survival today and being future ready. This has to span both worlds. How do we keep things going while we prepare for the world yet we don't know kind of in what direction it might go? So future ready. The whole world it's got to be future ready.
So being future ready is much more than being resilient.
Conversations are definitely a core competency. I'll start there. Relationships are another core competency. Mm-hmm. And then behaviors. We've kind of, if we look at those three pillars, how do you take conversations, how do you take relationships and integrate them with behavior so it's translated into a given context and you advance in that context? There's a lot of work that's been done around ecosystems, natural ecosystems, and how in any given ecosystem, something has to pass on or die in order for something new to be birthed. And this is a very difficult concept for organizations and enterprises to activate.
Competencies generally are associated with tasks or activities. Are you competent? Is it what do you have to do to become competent? And another way of looking at it is that we have critical systems integration, CSI. It's a famous television program here in the United States, but CSI is gaining, in your words, Judith, the competencies as an aggregate of those critical systems.
The research that we're doing with leadership and empathy really deals into exactly what you just heard, because it's not dealing with the competency approach. It's looking at a way to be able to tap into what's already there in human beings. So you open up those networks and people become more aware, not only relationally, but also become more empathetic and actually start to feel more of what's going on in a room. They read the room better, they read people better, they read the organization better. They're all a part of that. So we're starting to tap into that and obviously look into what that is. And we got a great platform to do it on a lot of different levels at this point. So that's, I think, what really resonates with people. Their brain has been wired to task before relationship. They're very aligned with getting systems, strategic plans, goals, objectives, visions, all the things you learn that are supposed to be essential. They're good. The problem is they're not people-focused.
In a world that's changing so much, we can't count on the expectation of future events to unfold the way we would always like them to.